Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Between Horizons. And in the last episode, guys, we were able to end the case of the paper trail and discover that, who was it? Devrin's daughter, I believe? Ocean was actually the one who was trying to dump all of that extra paper. So, she is currently in the brig. We'll see what the development of that case is here, sooner rather than later, I imagine. But for right now, we still have some suspects we need to talk to. I'm checking some stuff here. Okay, Joseph's alibi actually cleared. What is that? What's that? That's what I was thinking, Stella. A pack of painkillers is lying under the table. They're prescribed to Teacher Simon. How did they get here? Painkillers? Sticker on the back says they were prescribed to Simon. He's a teacher, so how they end up in the navigation room? Who is Simon? Do we actually have we met Simon before? Yes, we have. Okay, I'm not exactly sure where, but, and we know that Orland is clear. Maybe the painkillers will give us some sort of clue. I was checking to see if there was any more information that we could get, but as we said, Joseph's alibi actually... Can we talk to the captain? No, does not seem like that is the case. Let's head in here. Conference room. See, when I make discoveries like that, it makes me doubt everything that I've done because I'm like, what have I missed? I've got literally a scanner to find things. Well, let's go ahead and fast travel to school and see if Simon's here. And we can have a chat. I think I may know where Simon is if this doesn't work. I think Simon's hanging out in the residential zone. And that is not the way. I could be wrong, but we're also running out of spots for people to be hanging out. Is that Simon right there? Yes! I was correct. Teacher Simon, I need to ask you something. What is it, Chief? Do you ever take painkillers? Painkillers? No, not in years. So you don't know why your name is on this package? What? No, that must be a mistake. I haven't been to the hospital in forever. I assume that's where these come from. Have you ever been to the navigation room? No, never. All right, thank you. So it looks like Simon was probably used just for a convenient excuse. Let's go ahead and... Can't go in there yet, but this definitely warrants a trip to the hospital. I don't know who necessarily we need to talk to, but probably not in the reproduction ward. Oh, Destina? I know you're having a very busy day, but I need to ask you a question. What is it, Chief? This box of painkillers says it was prescribed to Teacher Simon. However, I found them in the navigation room, which he isn't cleared to access. Maybe you have an idea how they ended up there? Chief, is that really important right now? Tell him to bring the painkillers here if he doesn't need them. We're quickly running out right now. It is important. They might be evidence of a crime. We have a lot going on here. I really don't remember if I prescribed painkillers to Teacher Simon. If someone did, it must have been you or your mother, correct? Correct? Aren't there any records? We keep records over in the consultation room. But there's still a lot to sift through if you don't know what you're looking for. I'll take a look. Thank you. Is this the examination room, consultation room. Medical records. Could be useful to figure out how the painkillers ended up in the navigation room. It's all gibberish to me. I should call Paul. Looks like the type of thing he can usually help me with. Hey, Stell. How you doing? Well, pretty fucking stressed is putting it mildly. And you? Oh, you know, same. What can I do for you? I'm looking into the origin of this box of painkillers I found. And I found medical records that seem to follow some sort of pattern. Here, I'll show you. Do you happen to know how it works? Wow, that's a lot of pages. I can't really read it, but I can offer you something else. I'll transfer it to your computer here at the security office so we can search it for specific entries. So if you have a concrete suspicion which code you're looking for, we can confirm whether or not it exists. Thank you. I'll take you up on that. First, I have to figure out what code I'm looking for. I'm sure you'll figure it out, Stell. Thank you, Paul. See you soon at the office. Well, if that's the only thing here, we still need to find that code. Where was the other doctor? She was in here, wasn't she? Yaha. I have nothing to say about that right now. Okay. Oh, a long list of what seems to be recent prescriptions. The last of many pages state 2L3C13. So I copied these medical records from the consultation room because they relate to a case I'm working on. But I'm having a hard time deciphering them. Could you help me out? Let me see. Right. The system scrambles them like this. When we input data or query something specific, it's in a human legible format. So you can't read it either. Can you at least tell me what is stored in each of these entries? That should be the prescribing doctor, the patient, and the medication. I see. Thank you. Would you like some painkillers, buddy? Sorry, Chief. I can't help with your investigation here. Oh. Well, we were just trying to help. So... Destina doesn't have any info about that. May need to go back to the security office. We might have the info that we need. You're still hanging out with your injuries. And that area is still blocked off. Grumble, grumble. But we know information on the medication, the patient, and the doctor who issued the prescription. Alright, well maybe let's head to the security office, see if we can figure that out. Yes. I will tell you this, guys. I already have a suspicion about it, but I want to wait before I say anything else or give y'all my theory. Elevator go up. Sergeant Paul, you said I could search the medical records on my computer? Yeah, I already copied them over when you sent them earlier. Like I said, you can only enter the specific string you're looking for. The system will tell you whether or not that string exists in the records. The interface is open on your screen already. You can use it in any amount of times. Good work. Thanks. Sergeants, we need to discuss our next steps. Time's running out. About the paper that was recycled at the Earth Museum this morning. We only just started reviewing the data. So far, we haven't been able to... Did we all just get a message at the same time? The crew no longer has the situation under control. None of us voted for this leadership. What the hell is this? Do you think everybody just received this? At least it reads like it was intended that way. How is this possible? It says the sender is anonymous. I've never seen this in my life. Neither have I. I'm calling Programmer Aaron. It shouldn't be possible on a technical level. All messages in our network have a sender. Yes, Sergeant Aldrich? Programmer Aaron, did you just receive an anonymous message? Yeah? Can you trace it? It says the sender's anonymous. I'm at the PDA terminal now. Give me just a moment, please. It's strange. This looks like it was sent from outside the network. As in, not from the Zephyr? No. It's somewhere on the ship, but the server has no ID. What does that mean? It's almost like someone set up their own server to send this message to the whole network. Where? How? I'm sorry, Chief. It's too early to tell. Faird and I will try to work it out as quickly as possible. Good. I'll come see you down in the network area shortly. Talk to you then, Chief. If he's right, we have to find that server. Maybe I shouldn't ask around about it too openly. I'll go to the network area and see if they have any leads.
At the time everybody received the ominous message, I wasn't yet aware of the broad support it would quickly garner in the general population. A crowd started forming in the residential area. Tensions would soon grow to the point that the captain decided to issue a partial lockdown of the ship. I don't think it helped the situation.
Great. Medical records, okay. So let's do... We've got them here, right? Evidence. 2L3C13. Wow, that is interesting. 2L3C13, wasn't it? Is that what I just said? Hopefully. Enter code? Yes? No? Maybe so? 2L3C13? Oh, I should have put in submit. Dang it all. Let's see if I did that right. 2L3C13. Ah! Oop. Entry found. What do we find? I mean, that's great, but did that update our case? Origin Hospital? Yeah, entry found, but doesn't really update anything else. Okay, so we've got the server. That's a completely different case on its own. Which code are we looking for? Each entry contains information on the medication, the patient, and the doctor who issued the prescription. So, Dr. Yaha and Destina can prescribe medicine, who we already talked to, I believe. Let me double check that. Yeah, there's Destina and Yaha, okay. And that particular type of medication, which were the painkillers. Is there anything that we need to... Oh yeah, we need to look at the... All we ever hear from the crew is to remain calm, to stay in line, to fulfill our duties. Are you as sick of this as we are? The crew no longer has the situation under control. None of us voted for this leadership. Many of us never got to choose their profession or place in society. Many of us never chose to be here or to carry out the mission. It's time we all had a say in the way things work on the Zephyr. It is time that we decide our purpose together. Unfortunately, those in power have never given it up voluntarily. Very soon, you'll have to make a choice. Are you with us or with the crew? Alright. Farrad and Joseph, Destina, records in the consultation room, which we did. And that's the stuff about finding the known server. Good times. Concrete suspicion which code we're looking for. So, navigation room. Well, I guess I could go ahead and question the folks in the navigation room about this. I don't want to go down into the server room unless I absolutely have to, because that might start a whole, open up a brand new Pandora's box, you know? Drugs? I found this box of painkillers under the table right over there. Do you know whose it is? Let me see. It's not mine. And I don't remember anyone else taking painkillers around here. Has Simon ever been in here? The teacher? No, of course not. I see. Thank you. I found this box of painkillers under a table in here. I don't know if you overheard the conversation earlier. I did. I agree with my colleague on everything. None of us have been taking painkillers in here, and Teacher Simon has never been in this room. Well, there is someone I can go ahead and talk to, and I can go ahead and let y'all know my suspicions. There is someone right here that we have talked to, and according to their file, a sickly man closing in on retirement. Maybe in need of painkillers? That seems to be the most logical option. So let's go ahead and fast travel there. And see what he has to say. Right up here? Yes. Because he did have access to the room, right? You work in the navigation room quite frequently, right? I do. I found this box of painkillers under the table there. Have you seen it before? No, I haven't. It says it belongs to Teacher Simon. Is it possible that he lost the box in there? I doubt it. Teachers can't just waltz in there. And they never have as far as I know. That's what I suspected. Thank you. Yeah, just that little bit of, tells me a lot. Okay. Now, can we run all the way across? Yes, we can. Who is Simon talking to? That is... Oh, that's the teacher. Okay. So... I'm still thinking we need information that is only here in this area. Maybe psychiatry? Still haven't really... Residential... Onara? I don't know what you mean, but let me know if there's a patient you want to talk to. Still can't go in there. the farm isn't gonna work. I wonder if I can, like, just make an assumption without using a ton of evidence. I know that's not exactly what we're supposed to do, but could work for me. Let's check the reproduction ward. Do any of these painkillers belong to these children? Okay, nothing to say. Nothing to say. Okay, definitely not bringing up the secret server. Yeah, you don't know anything about that. We already talked about that, yeah. Well, what was this room again? Oh yeah, this is where, what's his name was. Yeah. Biological area. I don't think you have anything to say about that either. Are these your painkillers? Well, let me put on my thinking cap here, guys. 1 second. Alright, so I think I have a little bit of a idea here of what to do, and it was staring at me right in my face, and I didn't realize it till I was looking at everyone's personnel numbers. Check this out. All right, let's head up to the security office. So if we go in here, let's go ahead and head to the computer. I'll show you what I think I figured out. I hope that this is the case. So if we go into the log and look up the list, so we've got 2 L3C13, 2 R3C28, all of that. However, if we go and look at, everyone has a number L3C. It's based on their residence. I'm pretty sure that that's the case. So if you look at here, LD2, L2C, R2A. I think that's it. So if where's Simon? Simon. You're down here. L3A. Which one is L3A? Is that even on here? Oh, there's not an L3A. Okay. I thought that's what I thought I figured it out. Well, man. R4B? I don't know, it still makes sense to me for some reason. I'm just going to go down all of these numbers here until we get something, see if maybe that works. So maybe I was on the right track, just on a wrong train. So if we go, let's assume this. Let's assume that this first number is which doctor it is. All right. These 3 represent the level or where they live, and these last 2 numbers represent the age. So let's see. Let's try 1 L3A26. 1 L3A26. This is probably a long shot, but 1 L3A26. No entry found. Okay, well, I was thinking that may have been the case. Wait, was it? Was that exactly what it was supposed to be? Did I put in that information correctly? L3A, 1 L3A26. 1 1L3A26. Yeah. Man. I am not sure. Let me put on the thinking cap again. So I think I'm brute forcing this, but here's kind of what I'm thinking. If we go into the numbers here, because I'm pretty sure we may be good. I'm going to go through all of these numbers and see. I already put in 28, and I don't think that that worked. Let's do 55. Whoa. It's a match. Pull. I found the entry I've been looking for. Looks like the painkillers were actually prescribed to Teacher Simon. By Dr. Yaha. I'll have to confront her about it. Good job, Stell. Okay, that actually worked. See, the reason I went with the earlier one is if it was painkillers, it probably went to the kid, right? To Elliot, the sickly child of engineer Eric. And if we look here on the evidence list, L2C28. Who is L2D though? Can we actually see? L2D. Usually find out who all of this goes to. L2C, that's the dad. Oh, okay, so he may have gotten something else. Guess he wasn't living there by himself, that makes sense. L2D, well, anyway, we were able to figure that out, which is nice. Oh, L2D. Tihan is the engineer responsible for Power Node B, and he was on painkillers. Oh, what about R3A? Let's see, he was a recent... So I brute forced this, but I think the answer was staring at me right in the face. R3A. Are you here? R2A. 55. Gonna make my head hurt thinking about it. It's probably staring at me right in the face. But regardless, we need to go have a chat with Dr. Yaha and see what this is all about. I got there eventually. And that's Destina. We already talked about that, yes, but we need to confront. Oh, not you, child. Dr. Yaha, I need to talk to you. Chief, right now is not the best. The system says that you prescribe painkillers to Teacher Simon, but everything else points to that not being true. Help me make sense of this. Chief, I'm all ears. People aren't getting what they need, alright? The restrictions on some medications are ridiculous, and I've gotten tired of bringing this up with the ethics committee. I had patients in chronic pain who burned through their weekly allotment in just 2 days. So I made prescriptions out to other people who didn't actually need any. That way they wouldn't get flagged in the system. So Teacher Simon never even knew about this prescription. No, he has nothing to do with it. So how did the box end up in the navigation room? Dr. Yaha, this is crucial information. I can't disclose the full context, but please tell me what you know. I've been working with Engineer Asher. Oh, I knew it. He comes here very often to pick up meds, so an extra box here and there doesn't arouse suspicion. Long story short, we got to talking and realized we saw certain things the same way. So he started helping me distribute extra painkillers to people who really needed them. His secret stash is in the navigation room where he works. That makes sense. Maybe the box I found fell out when the ring stopped. Look, thank you for coming clean about this whole operation. Let's go to the ethics committee meeting and bring this up again. The rules clearly need to change so you're no longer forced to work around them. Really? That would be amazing, Chief. Thank you. Alright, cool. So, cases, server, painkillers. Who brought the painkillers into the navigation room? That would be Asher. Oop, as the game. I should talk to Asher again now that I figure out his secret. Okay. I hope it was Asher we needed to talk to and not Dr. Yaha, but we already confronted Yaha about it. That makes no sense. Let us head up. I figure I get really used to how this ship, like the floor plan and everything by now. R3C. Well, the jig is up. Yaha just sent me a message. Guess I'm in trouble now, huh? Let's see. I was hoping we could talk about it, something else first. Now that you presumably have nothing to hide from me, tell me everything you know about the time around the hack, especially what went down in the navigation room. Alright then, Chief. Here's the full truth. I went back to the navigation room for the pills. I hurried to be the first person there because I already suspected that my stash had been blown open, and I was right. Nobody seemed to be in the room when I arrived. I grabbed all the medicine, or so I thought. When I bent over to pick up another package, I spotted a badge on the floor. I didn't think much of it, and I left immediately after grabbing the pills. Of course, I had no idea that there could have been foul play involved or that it happened right in the navigation room. But in hindsight, it's pretty likely that someone lost it when they were tossed around in the power outage. In other words, you think that the person who lost the badge perpetrated the hack. What did the badge look like? Did you take it? No, but I have a record of it here on my PDA, see? I've seen it many times on my colleagues' collars. Remember the instrument malfunction 2 years ago when we flew blind for multiple days? A few of my colleagues got together and figured out the solution. Had some sleepless nights. They were awarded this specifically manufactured badge for handling the crisis. I couldn't take part in these overnight sessions due to my health, so I didn't get the badge myself. Who did take part in them? Orland, Joseph, Noelia, and Eric. Have they been wearing the badge on their uniforms as well? Every day. So, whoever used to wear it and doesn't have it anymore must be the person who lost it, right? Afraid it's not that easy, Chief. Next time I came back to the navigation room, everybody was already there and the badge was no longer on the floor. So whoever lost it must have quickly picked it back up in the meantime. Did you ask around if anyone noticed the badge or saw who picked it up? No. And frankly, I think that it's highly unlikely anyone did. We only had emergency lighting in the navigation room for a few hours after the outage. It was so dark we bumped into each other all the time. The only reason I saw the badge myself is because I got so close to the floor looking for the pills. That makes sense. Thank you for your report. Let's keep the whole painkiller business between us, provided that it stops now. I understand that you only wanted to help. Thank you, Chief. Won't happen again. Honorary badge. So, the engineers. Eric, Joseph, Noelia, and Orland. Okay. Well, we're figuring it out, guys. Sorry that it took me so long to kind of brute force my way through that prescription stuff. It was not clicking in my brain. But I think we'll be able to figure out at least who perpetrated the hack, maybe in the next episode. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.